What can you make with pasta that isn't just spaghetti with red sauce? Well, I've got 11, maybe 12 recipes for you that will elevate your pasta bowls on your treks coming up. But stay tuned till the end because I've got the absolute best shapes to take along with you. And some of them may be a little bit surprising. Heyo, Chef Corso, Monty Boca. I'm here to put you on the path to amazing meals on your outdoor treks, and we're here to share fast, easy, and tasty recipes, pocket-sized cookbooks, and full trip meal plans for your treks coming up. But we are here back in the pantry to discuss pasta. Yes, so this is part of our Pantry Series where we dig into the pantry and focus on one pantry ingredient, and I'll show you what you can do with it. If you missed our last one, we've got a whole deep dive into rice, so check out the link below here. But we're here to talk about pasta today, one of the best, most versatile, cheapest, and lightweight backpacker ingredients. But what can you do with it, and how can you make it so it's not so boring and just the same noodle bowl every night? Let's find out. We're starting our pasta journey with a couple classics. First off, mac and cheese. Yeah, you don't have to use the box if you don't want to. You can make mac and cheese on the trail with just a few packable ingredients. It's also a really great recipe to make for 1 portion, 2 portions, 6, 8, 10 portions for a larger crew. But what I like to do is add bacon and blue cheese or a protein and some sort of fresh veggie to really jazz it up or change up that flavor. But what you can do is make a larger batch and make a mac and cheese bar on the trail so everyone can mix and match what kind of flavors they like to add. And while we're using mac, you can also make a chili mac, which is one of the most popular packaged meal flavors, but this recipe is almost guaranteed not to melt your tent. Next up is a classic, beef stroganoff, and this is one of our most popular Monty Boca recipes. But when we're thinking of pasta, we often think of Italian, but egg noodles and American flavors are really great ingredients and flavors to pack along on the trail. And if you are vegetarian or vegan, go ahead and switch out that jerky for a few extra mushrooms, some veggies, or some plant-based protein. Next up is a classic for indoor cooking, but you can also make it outdoors, chicken noodle soup. With just some packable chicken, some small pasta. I like to add a little bit of freshness for some lemon or some rosemary or some other herbs or spice mixes, but this is another great option to have along to give you a really nice warm bowl. Next up, we've got 3 new shapes giving us some great Mediterranean flavors. First, rigatoni with just a little bit of fresh veggies, some dry salami, and some packable Parmesan. It goes a long way to really elevating that pasta. We've got pasta with romesco sauce. Yeah, you can make a fancy romesco sauce on the trail by just mashing up some nuts, some roasted red pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of salt, and man, you've got something that is sure to wow all your friends. And then we've got classic lasagna with meat sauce. So I don't suggest taking ground beef on the trail, but you can take some faux meat options out there to give you a great meat sauce with our 5-minute marinara. Super tasty. Two more pasta shapes for you. You can easily pack along some tortellini or even some gnocchi in those pre-packaged packages. Yeah, they're packaged in the package. That makes a lot of sense. But you could add a lot of different flavors to those, or even go into the cavatappi or fusilli, kind of the curly shape of pasta that really grabs onto a lot of ingredients. But don't be afraid about packing fresh ingredients, whether that's some lemon or some peas, or maybe even a little container of pesto to really make a nice pasta bowl. We're going to talk about food form for a sec. And if you know me and if you've seen any of my other videos, you might have seen my rants on stuffing, on tacos, on other things. But food form is a really, really important part of our eating experience that sometimes we don't really notice. But thinking about a taco, an enchilada, a chimichanga, they're all pretty much the same ingredients. They're just mixed up and formed into different shapes or different eating experience, different layers, in order to give us something tasty and something different. When you think about it, it's incredible. We have probably thousands of shapes of pasta, and all it is wheat, water, salt, and maybe a little bit of egg yolk that's mushed together, flattened out, extruded in some way, filled, not filled, rolled, all of those things. And just off the top of my head, you've got spaghetti, thin spaghetti, angel hair, tortellini, gnocchi, orzo, wheels, egg noodles, pappardelle, cavatappi, fusilli, rigatoni, penne, mini penne, orecchiette. And the list goes on. And I know you probably have your favorite shape out there. My favorite is probably pappardelle and angel hair for different reasons. My least favorite, oddly enough, is penne. I don't like the eating experience. I feel like I have to harpoon everything in the bowl in order to get it. But whatever shape you like, it is a great ingredient to pack along. Ooh. And what are the best pasta shapes you can pack along? Well, we've got 3 options, and why these are so helpful is they are thin or they are small, so they cook up the fastest. So we've got angel hair, couscous, and orzo. And yes, couscous is actually a pasta, it's not a grain. And then orzo is a pasta that's made to look like a piece of rice. So we've got carbonara, which is one of my absolute favorites. You can do a Moroccan couscous or add some different dried fruits and nuts and some different spices. And you can do a really nice calorie-dense meal with some smoked salmon orzo, or add different proteins and seasonings, how you like. And to recap, pasta is a great ingredient to pack along and a building block for a lot of great backpacker and outdoor meals. But experiment with different shapes. But let me know what shapes you're cooking. Let me know if you found a new one that you really like. But get out there and cook some pasta on the trail. But also, don't forget the garlic bread. Yeah, boca boca.